Let me show you guys how to open up some pomegranates. I know pomegranate season is right around the corner and you're gonna need this trick. As soon as I saw pomegranates at Winco, I was like, say less. I'm gonna take me some. I only got 2. Because they were so expensive. They were $2 each and they weren't even worth it. But I still want to show you guys how to de-seed a pomegranate. That way, when the season is here, you already know. So you're going to cut the top of your pomegranate, the hairy side. And if you pay attention, the pomegranate has membranes, like little white membranes. You're going to make a slit through every single one. But you're not going to go all the way through. You're just going to go through the skin. And then you're just gonna peel it back. Yes, I know the pomegranate does not even look ready, but that's what they had. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys on this one. This one was really not ready. But again, I need to show you guys. You're gonna make a slit through every single membrane. You're only gonna cut through the skin. You're not gonna go all the way through. Then you're gonna open the pomegranate. By the way, these are called granadas in Spanish. So once you open them, you remove the middle white part. You're gonna get yourself a big bowl. Flip your pomegranate like this, and with a wooden spoon works best, you're going to smack the back of the pomegranate, and all the seeds are gonna fall. This literally takes like about, I don't know, 30 seconds before all the seeds are out. And here's my little helper helping out mama get his snack. Is that your snack, puppy? Wow. There's a lady who I buy my pomegranates from every year, and I swear the size of them are like the size of a cantaloupe. She has a small stand outside her door, and I swear I've been stalking her life on the boardwalk just to make sure I don't miss out on those pomegranates. And then I come home and I de-seed them all, put them in Ziploc bags, and I snack all day. And let me tell you, those seeds are good in fiber. Just saying. Anyways, we're gonna put the seeds on a little container, sprinkle a little bit of tahini, find me a victim, which I already had. Make sure they have an ugly shirt on because they do stain and it doesn't come off. And that's it, guys. Bye. Today, I'm going to show you guys one of the dishes that we grew up eating. And judging by my last video, it shows that some of you guys have no idea what struggling really is. We didn't always have the privilege of having protein every day in our meals, so our go-to protein was always weenies or salchichas. So today, we're making Chile verde weenies and potatoes. So you saw me dice up a couple of potatoes. Now, I'm just going to dice up a whole package of weenies. And don't worry, guys, I got the turkey kind. But anyways, I'm going to cut them the same size as the potatoes. I'm just going to add them to my skillet with a little bit of oil and get them nice and crispy. Then I add my weenies, give them a quick saute. While that's happening, I'm gonna make my green sauce. I'm gonna boil 5 tomatillos and half of a jalapeno because my kids are eating this and they're weenies when it comes down to spice. So the weenies are eating weenies. I just add a little bit of cilantro, onion, garlic, chicken bouillon, and some cumin. And to trick them into thinking that I was in the kitchen all day cooking these weenies, I'm gonna add a couple of bay leaves. Then we add our green sauce and let this boil for a good 10 minutes. What you hear in the background is my baby kissing me. I promise you I'm not farting. Anyways, we're gonna let this boil for a good 10 minutes until your potatoes are tender. To go along with our delicious poor man comfort food, we're going to make a Mexican red rice. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna serve it. And don't come over here talking about how unhealthy this was, because I'm sure the McDonald's you eat is not healthy at all. And this was all we were able to afford. And even though that's not the problem now, we'll still eat this and my kids request it because it's good. And that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. Let me show you guys a quick breakfast sandwich that I used to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner back when I was pregnant. I got this recipe back from Rachel Ray 30-Minute Meals, but basically it's like a Monte Cristo on steroids. So you need your bread, cheese of choice, and ham. I'm gonna smash the sandwich just to reduce the volume of it because I'm going to triple this or double it, whatever. So we're gonna add more cheese, more ham, and smash. In a bowl, I'm gonna add 2 eggs and coffee creamer because I'm lazy and the coffee creamer already has milk, sugar, and vanilla. This is the first time that I'm going to be using Flavor God's seasoning, and I think this is a buttery cinnamon roll. Gosh, can't even talk. I'm going to whisk it all up and then transfer it to another bowl. I mean, what's another dirty plate in the sink? Then we dip it into the egg and make sure you dip it on both sides. So basically, it's a Monte Cristo French toast, and you're going to make sure it gets toasted on every single side with some butter. I swear, once you try this, you're never going to want to eat a regular French toast sandwich ever again. Once it cools off a bit, I'm going to cut it in half just to show you guys a little bit of the cheese pool. I ended up sharing it with my husband only because I triple stacked it. Just drizzle a little bit of syrup on top of it, and that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. Today I'm making them barbecue pork rib sandwiches. I'm going to begin by prepping my ribs, and to that we're going to remove the membrane first. And yes, I was struggling because I got nails, but you can use a napkin. As soon as you grab a grip of that membrane, just tear it off. Never forget to take it off. I know some of you guys hate mustard, aka my sister, but trust me, you won't even taste it. Just rub some mustard all over your ribs. It's gonna be our binder. You need it so whenever you sprinkle your favorite rub, it sticks. Just because it's called rub doesn't mean you're going to rub the rub on there. You're gonna pat it on there. If you rub it in there, you're just gonna make a big mess. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. And I tightly wrap my ribs in foil about 2 to 3 times, and then I put them on a baking sheet on top of a rack. That way, if it leaks any juices, they fall to the bottom and my ribs don't boil in the juices. I put them in the oven at 200 degrees for 12 hours. And then I take them out, dab some Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce all over my ribs, stick it back in the oven at 350 degrees for about 5 minutes. I continue to repeat this 2 to 3 times until the glaze is nice and sticky icky. Now I'm gonna butter up my buns, make sure they're nice and crispy. Add 2 or 3 of those ribs. And don't forget to take out the bone because you don't want your family to choke or break a tooth. And just take a look at how easy that bone comes off. I'm gonna add a little bit of coleslaw, a couple slices of pickles, and to the top bun, we're gonna add a little bit more barbecue sauce and some melted cheese. Don't know why it looked like that, but it's melted. Then I wrap it into some parchment paper, split it in half for them. That way it's easier for them to eat. And then this is what it looks like. I'm also adding an extra side of coleslaw and some ketchup because along with the sandwich, they're gonna get some crispy seasoned fries. Today, they had the option between a soda or a candy corn cotton candy horchata. You know, those nasty Halloween candies? And that's it, guys. And I'm just gonna hurry my ass up, get everything ready for them, including their drinks, and they come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye! Guys, I've been dying to open this box and make this meal. I got this box at the grocery outlet because it said it was Cuban style wild rockfish. I never had anything Cuban in my life besides a Cuban sandwich and my lion ass husband, and that one doesn't even count because he ain't even Cuban. But I got it because I thought it would be something fun to make since it said everything was inside the box and it was gonna be ready in 30 minutes. So I wanted to put it to the test and at the same time taste a delicious Cuban meal. So it had rice, veggies, the mojo, some type of mango salad, and the fish. It has all the instructions on the little cardboard that I cut up in the beginning and threw away in the trash. So don't throw it away. Well, if you come across one of these and buy it. I don't know if the instructions weren't clear enough or I'm just plain stupid. So we're gonna begin by prepping the fish. And we're supposed to add the mojo on top of the fish. So you're just gonna shake the packet like you're shaking, you know, your head. Then you pour it all over your fish. And I wasn't planning on tasting none of it until the end. I'm gonna stick it in my air fryer because I was too lazy to take out everything from my oven. You know, Mexican problems. So while that was cooking, it said for me to start sauteing my veggies. And this is where I messed up. It didn't say for me to mix the rice with the veggies, but I did because on the picture, I thought it was telling me to do that. So I was like, whatever, let's keep going. It said to add as much seasoning as we want, depending on spice. And I wanted my butthole to be burning, so I added the whole thing. So the veggies was supposed to get mixed with the mango salsa, and the rice was just supposed to be white with that seasoning on top. But I just warmed up the mango salsa on the side. And once the fish was done, I began to plate it. I put the rice on the bottom, my fish on top, and then I drizzled it with that mango salsa and a little bit of mint and lime. Expectation, but this was reality. So this is the Cuban style rockfish that we just made. Now, does it taste good is the question. Let's add the lemon, or else why is it there? Garnish. Sorry, I'm uncivilized. I'm wiping myself on my pants. Let's taste the fish. I never say something is nasty. And today is gonna be that day. I don't know what the hell is up with this fish. It is freaking hard. It's like a huarache. The flavor, definitely not it. Let's try the rice. Ugh. Wanna try it?
No.
Try it.
Look.
Try it.
Look at this.
Just try it. Not good. Rice, compared to that fish, delicious.
What is that?
I have no idea. Bye. Do not recommend. Let me show you guys how we make breakfast at Nanajoe's. To a bowl, you're gonna add 1 cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and 1 of regular sugar, half a tablespoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. We're also gonna need an egg, and we're gonna separate the egg yolk. To the bowl where the egg yolk is at, you're gonna add 1/4 cup of oil as you're whisking. You're also gonna add 3/4 of a cup of milk. If you don't know by now, we're making Belgian waffles. So just mix everything together until all the ingredients are well Incorporated. Sorry guys, I don't know how to spoke. Now you're gonna transfer your egg mixture to your dry ingredients and mix everything together. You need a waffle maker. I'm using mine from Alec Holmes, but any waffle maker works. So while this is warming up, I'm gonna go whisk my egg whites because we haven't forgotten about those egg whites. If you pay close attention, you're gonna see the little dirty hand in there helping me. He's helping me make Papi his breakfast, or his Pia his breakfast. That kid's always making up words, kind of like me. Once your egg whites are fluff, you're going to incorporate it to that other mixture, and you're folding, guys. You're not mixing like you're crazy. You're going to fold softly, gently until everything is incorporated because you don't want your egg whites to deflate. We want some fluffy waffles. Spray some nonstick to your waffle maker and add your batter. And even though it says 5 minutes, guys, I'm only gonna do 2 because they burn. Why we do this little flip thing, I have no idea, but you have to do it. So after the 2 minutes are up, our waffles are ready and they're crunchy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. I'm just gonna warm up a little bit of butter and syrup together, and then I mix it up, drizzle it all over our waffles. And since I burned the first waffle, my hubby had to wait and his eggs got cold. But it's okay because he's still gonna eat it anyways. So he got his big papa waffles, some sausage, bacon, cold as eggs, and fruit. And of course, a coffee. And that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. Let me show you guys how I made my candy corn cotton candy horchata. You're gonna begin by lightly toasting 1 cup of rice and a cinnamon stick. Once it cools off, you're gonna leave this soaking overnight. You're also gonna need a candy corn cotton candy. I got mine at the Dollar Tree, and a bag of candy corn. Fun fact, I think these are disgusting. You also need a can of sweetened condensed milk and a can of evaporated milk. I really didn't know how to incorporate the candy corn to the horchata, so I was like, let's melt them. It literally turned into a taffy. Not all the times my recipes work because remember, sometimes they're experiments, and this one was one of them. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to thin it out and just to make sure that it doesn't harden again. If you're interested on my pots and pans, the link is in my bio. I really tried liking this candy only because my husband likes it, and I gave it one more shot and it still tastes like poo. I'm gonna dissolve the cotton candy first into my pitcher. Then I pour everything into my blender, including the 2 cans of milk, the sweetened condensed milk, and the evaporated milk. And we're also gonna add the Laffy Taffy. And we blend until smooth. I make sure to blend this like 2 or 3 times just to make sure I got all the rice. Now we're gonna pour everything into our pitcher, and before I added water, I add all kinds of ice. Then I fill up the rest of the pitcher with water and mix. Now this is the perfect time for you to check for sweetness. If it needs more sugar, add more sugar. If it's too sweet, just add more water. Fill up your favorite cup with ice, and then pour yourself some delicious, for some, and refreshing, creamy candy corn cotton candy horchata. I had no idea how to garnish the cup, but I did have a middle finger, so I'm gonna put the middle finger in my cup. But it looks like a middle finger, but it's just a finger. You know, we can't forget that matching straw. And that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe.